I thought for a second there I went live on the wrong channel, so I had to see what it was, what channel I was live on. So tonight I will be doing some tarot readings. I've got some tarot decks here, and I've got a couple of oracle decks as well. So we'll be using Peculiar Pathways Tarot. We'll be using Deleted World Tarot. This is an oracle deck, Medicine Woman Oracle. And we're also going to be using Between Worlds Oracle and Tarot of Hearts. This is a new deck that I got. I really like this deck. This is really cool. Thanks to Sarah for pushing me to buy that. And then I'm going to pull out Lucid Minds Tarot. It's been a while since I've used Lucid Minds. Yeah. So, all right. Oh, look. Hey, bestie. Thanks for coming. Did you finish your dinner? I know it took me a while to go live, and I went live, and then I turned it off, and too long. It just took a little while because I wasn't quite ready. Hello, Sarah, Nick's doll. Yes, I'm doing free readings tonight. I'm doing great. Today I did several things today, and it was a good day. Though I have some aloe plants for some reason that are not doing too well, and I think it's because the soil is soggy. So what I did is I took them all out of their pots. I'm letting the soil dry, and I'm going to let their roots dry out because the soil was wet. And so they're just not looking happy. They're looking pretty droopy. All right, so tell me your questions, Sarah. And we're also using Guiding Light Tarot by Victoria Iva. She's amazing. Oh, your mango tree. You know, I was going to ask about that. Oh, hey, Lori. Welcome in, Lori. I gave Elizabeth your message, by the way, Lori. Oh, I think I've told you that many times. Yeah, my bad. My bad. Okay. All right, Sarah, I see your question. I think I have too many decks here on my desk. Like, there's so many. Okay. All right. Here's an oracle. I'm going to put my keyboard over to the side. I have a new orientation. Did you notice? I'm kind of, that's my corner over there, and I've got some crystals all on that thing. Over here's my bed, and this thing is that drawer, set of drawers. I don't know why I decided to do this. It came, I don't know why, but I did, and why did I do that differently? All right, who knows? Oh, the dream catcher. Yeah, it's still there. See, it's still there. I don't know why I decided to move it. What? Oh, I can't. Sparkle. No. 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 You're going to have to get down. He is so in your face. He's just like in your face. I want to come up here right now. Here I am. My name is Sparkle. Okay. All right. So, Nyx. Oh, thank you. This is my bedroom. I think I'm going to start doing our lives, Elizabeth, your lives in here instead of in my kitchen. Hey, Shugs, what's going on? You can ask me a question. Huh? It's fine. Okay. My daughter. She's a teenager. She's so pissed off. Okay. Thank you. Hey, Fatima. Welcome in. Oh, yes, Elizabeth. I was thinking about your avocado tree as I was working with my my aloe out there. I was wondering how your avocado tree fared because that one plant that I tried to cover, it did not fare very well. I had to cut all of its branches off. And so yeah. Yeah, cool. All right, the dream catcher. Thank you, Lori. Yeah, this is, I just shifted a bit. Just shifted a tiny bit. I'm still in the same spot. So yeah, Sparkle's funny. All right. You do like the vibe downstairs. Oh, darn. I was going to put my light back here. You know how I have that purple light okay. It's all right. I have a salt lamp over there that kind of gives some action. And then here's my little diffuser. Can't really see that much. Oh, let's get this out of the shot. I put jasmine in my diffuser. It smells really good. Oh my gosh, there's 30 people in there. Hey everybody, thank you for coming. Oh, all of y'all are awesome. So I'm doing tarot readings. I'm starting out with Sarah first. Sarah, thank you, Sarah. So sweet. So Sarah wants to know what's to come for me and my cubs. Oh, okay. Elizabeth's son's 21 and still pissed off. Yeah, the purple lights. Oh, Lori's getting into tarot. She is. She's really liking your courses on the major arcana. I'm wondering, are you going to do, Elizabeth, are you going to do something with the major or the minors to keep Lori's study going? All right, this is Sarah. Sarah, cubs, do you have like bear cubs or tiger cubs? What kind of cubs do you have? Cub Scouts? Sarah wants to know what is going on with her cubs. All right. Yeah, courts are a little difficult. Courts are a little difficult, so it would be nice to have a starting point. Baby cubs, my babies that I am carrying now. Oh, so you're preggers with twins. Okay. All right, well, let's go see. Well, let me tell you, children last for your lifetime, right? You're always going to be worried about them. And each time they get older, they learn a little bit more and they're more capable of doing things, but then there's a whole nother set of issues. So it's never like, oh, wait till they start walking. Or, oh, I can't wait till they can make their own sandwich. Oh, I can't wait till they can drive themselves to school. No. Even when they move out of the house, you're still worried about them. I'm still paying for mine who's out of the house. But babies are a blessing. All right, Sarah and her babies. Okay. Ten of Cups, Eight of Coins, the Eight of Swords. Okay, so, wow, this deck is pretty. I forget how pretty this deck is. So this is the Three of Swords. Look how pretty this is. This is the Peculiar Pathways Tarot. And I really like how they have black and white images or black and white. It's a mixture of black and white images with a colored background. So you've got 10 of Wands in reverse, 3 of Swords, and 2 of Swords in reverse. So I feel like the situation with your kids, you're worried about it. 10 of Wands is like a heavy burden. You can see that this bird is carrying this heavy weight. So with it being in reverse, it's not necessarily something that is totally present. With the Three of Swords, I see that you are worried about it. And also with the Two of Swords in reverse, to me, those two together is that something is weighing heavily on your mind. But what I do think, which is great here, is we have the 10 of cups, and this card is like the happiness card. It is like, you know, that family coming together over the rainbow. So there's definitely going to be a family situation here. And I see that we have the 8 of coins in reverse, and this usually means like hard repetitive work. So what I see here is there's just going to be a lot of fun and dynamic going on. Like it's not going to be the same static kind of things. I would venture to say that this top row is kind of going to be what the situation is going to be like in general, just because we're always worried, you know, 3 of swords, 2 of swords, we're always worried about our children, and it's hard work being a parent. So so there seems to be, there's going to be lots of hurdles to get over. There's going to be lots of, you know, the 3 of swords is not so much a very happy card. It's more of a card of, you know, sadness and strife and stuff like that. But what I do really like to see is that we do have the 10 of cups, and I told you that that's the happy family card. And down at the bottom, we have the high priestess card, which is sort of laying the foundation. And this might be you, Sarah. This might be you. The high priestess is all about intuition and understanding things that aren't necessarily seen. It's also about listening to yourself and being able to go deep inside yourself and be guided from yourself, not from outside influences. So my advice to you would be that this doesn't seem like this is going to be the easiest type of situation, but there's definitely a happy family vibe here. There's lots of support, and it's not going to be like this repetitive thing. There's going to be a lot going on, and I would tell you to follow your intuition. Your instinct as a mother is probably going to be very important because of, you know, the 10 of wands, the heaviness, the 3 of swords, and the 2 of swords. You know, not really kind of knowing what to do, and a little bit of tougher times, tougher emotional times, and just following your intuition and your gut is going to get you through the situations. So let me know what you think about that, Sarah. So, and if you have anything that you would like to ask, or if you need me to go a little bit deeper, I will pull an oracle card for you. Let's use the Medicine Woman Oracle by Christine. Is it Christine? No, it's Catherine Maillard. This is a really pretty deck. I like these backs, are really cool, and they come in different colors. So there's like a mauve one, and then there's this cool greenish teal one. So I like that about this deck. So let's see. Lori. Yes, it is fun to buy new decks. I love buying decks. It's a very cool thing, because you have 78 cards at least for a tarot deck, and then they're all like different pieces of art in a box, you know? So it's pretty cool. And then the oracle decks are something totally different. All right, let me split the deck for you, Sarah, and we'll see what our card is for you. One more shuffle. Are you still here, Sarah? Sarah Next Doll. All right. So you have card number 5, Sarah, which is mystery. Open yourself up to the unseen as direction is revealed. So here is your oracle card. And I will read a little bit from the book, because this book kind of goes into depth. So this is 5. This is All right. I am a mystery to be experienced, not a problem to solve. Destiny or providence, open yourself up to this in between realm. So while society encourages us to rationalize, let's return to mystery. Beyond their simple daily occupations and commitments, women possess an ability and taste for mystery, for myths and legends. They know the power of the great archetype that rules us and can see beyond appearances. Unseen worlds are familiar to us, whether they be the realms of ancestors, spirit guides, animal people, planets, or even the deceased. The dance of the cosmos is a language that we aspire to decode. And the guidance here is life whispers to you there is a reality beyond what we see. To discover that other reality, it is time to open yourself up to other dimensions and cultivate a new intimacy with the world. This card questions your life path. Leave your certainties aside. Change your outlook. Mystery can then present itself and offer you a new understanding of your life pattern and all its threads between destiny and providence. Lift the veil. And that's one of the things that this card talks about. The high priestess is looking beyond the veil, um, and tapping into the unseen, into your intuition. Don't try to find ready-made solutions. A realization, a direction will be revealed to you. So that's kind of like what this card here is saying, it's trust your intuition, and you don't always have to go by the path the other people have gone, and you don't always have to do what your parents did. As well, sometimes, we're trailblazers, we're women, and we have that intuition. So, okay, I hope that resonates. Let me know if you have any questions. Hey, Victor. Thank you for coming. Oh, guess what? I popped in to Butterfly Linda's reading. She was live with like 3 or 4 other readers, and someone was using the pendulum. I just stopped in. I didn't even say hi, but somebody said that Chip Lowe was there. So I think Chip is starting to make his rounds, which I think is kind of cute. Hey, rockers. So, so that's cool. He's starting to open up to this, and he even mentioned he wanted a tarot deck one time. So I thought that was cool. I scrolled up in the chat and I didn't see him in the chat. Okay, so I was on Linda's channel and I was scrolling through to see if I saw him, and I just assumed that he was in, in somebody else's chat. Oh, y'all, look at this feather. This is a macaw feather. So pretty. It's gold on this side. You can't really see it. The camera's not picking up the gold too well, but it's really pretty. So I don't know where my seashell is, and seashells are what I use for the air element on my table, and I keep my little table elements also on my altar. And so I don't know. I think maybe a cat might have messed with it, but they know they're not allowed up there. So anyway, so I replaced the air with the feather. All right, you're welcome, Sarah. I hope that helps a little bit. Being a parent is never an easy thing. There's always something going on. So, yeah. And it's not hard, and you always feel like you're doing something wrong. But all you can do is the best that you can do with what you have, and yeah. So, okay, so I'm going to do a reading for the collective. I'm going to use my new deck. This is called Tarot of Hearts. And it's kind of cool. I mean, it's kind of like almost carnival based. But the artist said that this was oh, I read reversals. the artist said this was a deck for people in the arts and all kinds of arts, making arts, dancing arts, singing arts, you know. So, and it's called Tarot of Hearts, but it's like it's spelled huh and then arts. So pretty cool. So I'm going to do a quick reading for the collective with my new deck to break her in. Actually, I used it the other day. I used it Friday, I think, when I went live with Elizabeth. Shuffles wonderfully. It has that linen cardstock. Oh, is John Medeiros in here? Oh, wow. Wait, John. Oh, no, it's John Clark. Hey, John. How are you? Oh, you like this deck. Yeah, it is. It's a cool deck. It shuffles great. It has a cool yellow, kind of a goldish side. Okay. Hi, Keith. If you have a few minutes. Yes, I can read for you. Oh, Keith. Yeah, I just see his question. Yes, I'm going to do a quick general reading for the collective, Keith, and then I will read for you. Yes. You're okay. Yeah, I'm okay too. Glad you're here, John. Did you say you were from London? John? Hold on. My daughter's texting me. I really like that my phone connects to my computer and I can text with my computer on my phone. I can text with my computer through my phone. So that's pretty cool. All right. And I can also transfer files. So like I made a thumbnail and then I can just slide it over from my computer onto my phone. And then voila, it's there. Okay. All right, John. Oh, no, I'm doing a reading for the collective. Okay, let me start all over again. All right, collective reading. Okay. All right, let's see what's going on with our collective. We've got the Page of Pentacles in reverse. We've got the Knight of Pentacles. We've got the Four of Swords in reverse, the King of Pentacles, Page of Swords, and the Six of Pentacles in reverse. Interesting. And then the Ten of Wands. Oh, this is, again, we have the Ten of Wands. Ten of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Okay, so the collective is generally feeling kind of heavy, right? We've got the Four of Swords in reverse with the Page of Pentacles in reverse, but we got the Knight of Pentacles too. So I feel like there is just an air of being tired, overworked, and not being able to find that time of rest, that spot of rest. We also have the Page of Pentacles in reverse, and the Page of Pentacles is a really busy person who kind of likes to get into things, and you know, he likes to knead the dough and very tactile. This is an Earth of Earth card, meaning he's very in this 3D world that we live in, right? 4D, whatever D that is. And so he's very Taurus, the bull. So with him being in reverse, and we've got this Knight of Pentacles here, I feel like there is just a kind of a small unrest, and maybe an even not knowing what to do, where to go. The Knight of Pentacles is a very slow moving knight. He is action oriented, and here he is. I'll show you guys that. This is our Knight of Pentacles. He's on a zebra. And so I feel that there is a kind of unrest, but we're not exactly sure where to go, and we're having a hard time moving towards something. Now in the second row here, we have the Page of Swords upright, and we have the King of Pentacles in reverse as well. And we do have air and earth energy, right? So so lots going on in the mind, lots and lots going on in our physical world. However, it's just not, I don't see that these two are lining up. It's like we've got a lot going on in our mind, but we're not bringing that into this reality, right? We're not pushing that into our reality. We have ideas, but we're not bringing them into fruition for some reason. And we've got the Six of Pentacles in reverse here. And you know, Six of Pentacles is a card of reciprocity and making things even and finding an equilibrium, I guess you could say, or helping others out if someone is in need. And so with that being in reverse and that being at the pinnacle of the pinnacle of the reading, I feel there's just not a lot of help, right? There's not a lot that we're doing to assist. Like we could be doing more. So we're thinking about doing things, but it's not necessarily translating into our current into our physical. We're not doing anything about it, right? So so that's my reading for the collective. Let me go ahead and pull an oracle card. Let's use the what is this one called? Between Worlds. This one's nice. Kind of cute little bird. And the art is cool too. It's got this kind of cool like watercolory look. And I actually bought this deck on Instagram. I bought a couple of things, 3 things in one day on Instagram, and I don't even get on Instagram, and it's like I went in there and I bought some stuff, and I was not happy with 2 out of 3 of the things. So this was the only thing that I was happy with. And the other things just made me mad, and I'm like, oh, why do I even do stuff like that? It's like, I guess, I don't know, I guess I was in a mood and they touched the right chord, you know, advertising. But this deck is cool. This deck is actually pretty cool. All right, let's see what our oracle card is for you. So we got Emergence Collective. Look at that cool egg. Emergence. Oop. And where's my book? Why didn't I pull my book out? This one actually came also with some kind of PDF thing. And I downloaded it, but I didn't look at it. Okay. Huh. It's supposed to be in alphabetical order. So it actually has like this cool kind of hierarchy thing. It has like this valley. Then it has aspects. Why isn't that here? Let me see. Interesting. I'm going to look at the chat just a minute. The gardener. Oh, it's a universal force. So it's in the back. Okay. Emergence. Let's see what the universal force is. So universal forces depicts major divine energetic forces, represents the balance of all things, carries tremendous weight and influence, should suggest an approach or way of being. So emergence, we've got limitless potential, adaptation, collective behavior. There is a boundless, seemingly untamable energy here. This card invites you into a concert of both pushing forward and letting go. Here is the animus of seed into seedling, the unfurling of leaves, and the murmuration, if I said that right, of birds. So for those that you don't know, when birds murmur, it's like the flock kind of comes together, coalesces, and moves, and kind of they move as like one single organism. It's actually really cool to see. It looks at the unity beneath the diversity and calls you into collaboration information sharing, and being a part of the collective vision. So that is the advice for the collective, right? And I told you that we kind of felt like we are separated, especially with the Six of Pentacles being down here, and not, not helping the neighbor kind of way. We need to come together as a group, and maybe make things happen, right? Maybe bring our ideas together, and so that we can co-create in this reality that we have. All right. Okay, let me catch up on chat, y'all. I am behind. Okay, so Keith, I can read for you next. Yes. Okay, I see your question, Keith. John, I hope you're still here. Okay, thank you, Elizabeth, for doing the thumbs up thing. Hi, Robert Charles. No, there's no charge for a reading. I'll do one for you for free. If you want a personal off camera, we can do a reading by donation if you'd like. Hello, Dennis 475 and Jarv GM. Hey, Jarv, you live with my sister. I live with my sister. She is 32 and I'm 41. She said I smelled good and winked at me. I told her to feed the dog. Then she winked again. What does that mean? Are you asking as like, because you need advice on how to understand a female? So let me see. Maybe she wants you to feed the dog. And she was probably telling the truth that you smell good. So, yeah, I think you should go feed the dog. That's what I think. Okay. Yes, the phenomenal. I can do a reading for you. All right, Lori, we'll see you in a minute. Hey, Jasmine. So we got Keith, Dennis, and then you. Oh, Dennis wanted a reading on that. Oh, okay. All right. Yes, Jasmine, you can ask a question. Oh, Elizabeth, maybe we should open up the sheet. This is a lot. Okay. Oh, you don't like PDF guidebooks? I know. I downloaded the guidebook and it poof, like, what guidebook? But I don't know what that was because we have a little tiny guidebook here. So maybe he goes deeper into the art, which is cool because the cards are beautiful. So, yes, the murmuration is murmuration. It's a murmur. So I guess the murmuration was the present participle. Or the verb, the murmur. I don't know how to say murmuration. I didn't even know that was a word. But yes, it's a murmur when they do that in the sky. And just like fish. Hi, Palvinder. How are you? Okay, let me pull up the document too. So Elizabeth and I read together. Okay, I help her when she reads. And then we read together on her lives. And when she's reading alone, I'm like her... what would you call that? I am her assistant. And so we have this Word document in which we, oh, can we create a new page? Here, let's create a new page, Elizabeth. So, because I don't want to erase your information. Elizabeth likes to keep all of her information on all of her readings. Like she is like this documentary librarian. So I am going to put this here. None. All right. Desiree's readings. Okay. All right. Have at it, Miss Lady. Oh, how did it get right there? Help me write. Why does that say help me write? Did you write that? Okay. So now we'll do this and put that here. Thank you for your patience, everybody. You guys are amazing. And we'll pop out the chat here. Okay. All right. So Keith, I'm going to get to you. Let me scroll to your questions. Fatima, how are you doing? How is the weather over there? Is it cold? Today it was like 80. It was very overcasty. The sun didn't really peek out too much. And I was outside doing my stuff and I was sweating. All right, Keith, let me get to your reading, your question. Keith, can I ask what you see happening between me and Emily? Oh, you guys have been in no contact for 3 weeks. Wow. Okay, Keith, have you called Emily? Are you waiting for her to call you? Hello, aging Gen Xer. Ooh, I'm on the cusp of Generation X. So I was born in 1980. So, and I was born in November. So it's like the end of 1980. And so I'm like a Gen Xer and a millennial. Okay. Okay, John Clark. Oh, yes, you need to go to bed. Oh, thank you, John Clark. Yeah. I go live very sporadically. So make sure you have your notifications on. And I'll see you next time. Have a wonderful day and a wonderful week, John. And I'll see you later. All right. I'm a millenixer. Yes. Okay. Keith, are you still here? How come you haven't called Emily? Keith, like what's going on with that? For you, I'm going to use the Phantom Tarot. Keith. And the Phenomenal 4851. Will you be in love with the girl that you really like? Oh, he retracted it. Oh, hey. Well, hello there, 1111. I like your candles. I have my candle. Oh, that one went out. I have one right here. Phew. Okay. All right, Keith. I don't see. Oh, there you are. Okay. So how come you haven't called Emily, Keith? Keith wants to know what's going on with Emily. Okay. Let's see. Keith wants to know. Oh, Maria Scorpio, you're back. Nice to see you again. And hey, July. Thank you. Hello, Abraham, new subscriber. Oh, thank you for subscribing. Abraham, I hope I'm saying that right. She got involved with a third party and I made distance. Oh, okay. Oh, why do you want to talk to her again then? I'm just being nosy. I'm sorry. Okay, let's see. John wants to know. Do you see what's happening with Emily? All right. Okay, John. I'm sorry, Keith. John is in London and he went to bed. So, I'm using my pyramid spread. And sometimes I invert my pyramid and sometimes I put the pinnacle at the top, right? So this time I put the pinnacle at the top and we got strength card for you. This is a really pretty deck. I love the colors of this deck and it looks like some of the figures are glowing, like the lion in this picture. So Keith, what I see here is that there's going to have to be some inner strength coming from you, right? I know your question is about Emily, what's been going on with Emily. And we have the devil, okay? And we also have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. And that's on the second row. So what I see here is there are some energies at play between you and Emily. It's looking like this might be a pattern that she has that she's unable to break, and I don't think that she's going to become aware of that. Reason being because the Queen of Pentacles is somebody who's like fierce, strong, knows exactly what they want. They can get they just know the queen of it's that queen energy of fire, meaning they're firm, solid, and I don't see that here. The devil card is speaks about things that are going on in the background, maybe traumas, things that you um quote unquote don't quite have control over, but you actually do. But it's more that because this card kind of has to do with addictions and stuff like that. But the reason why I say that is because I feel like there are just impulses that she's having a hard time controlling, right? Down at the bottom of the deck, we've got the Four of Wands in reverse, the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, and also the King of Wands. And I really feel, we've got the King of Wands and Strength, and I feel like these cards are for you, right? I feel that you need to have the inner fortitude, the inner strength, the understanding that you're worth more than what Emily has to offer. And I think messing with this energy that she's in right now, I don't really see that you can help her, because Four of Wands and the Eight of Pentacles, both of those in reverse, I feel like that is just going to be you spinning your wheels, you trying to make it into something that it's not. You want her to be something that she right now is not capable of doing. And this King of Wands here, he is air of fire, and this type of energy is what I see you as. I see you being this person who knows what he wants. He's focused, he knows how to get what he wants, but somehow you have become enthralled with this girl, and I think that's where this inner strength is going to come from, where you're going to have to release that, right? And maybe she'll come to her senses, and maybe you guys can try to work it out later. But this current energy that she's in right now, I feel like she doesn't really even care, or maybe not even know that she's in this type of energy, right? It's very impulsive energy, and I don't think that's what you need right now. So, but to each his own. If you feel like you want to chase after her, go ahead. It might be fun. So, but what I see is that this is something that you need to leave alone, at least for the time being. So let me know how you feel about that, Keith. And maybe she's doing you a favor, maybe. Okay. Oh, you're a Leo and she's a Virgo. Okay. Okay. Well, the strength card does have to do with Virgo. So Leo. So that's interesting. But, like I said, it's the current energies right now that I don't think are aligning with your energies. Okay, Danis475, you are next, but we don't have your question. Danis. Is it Danis or Danny's? Danny's475. Okay, so Danny's, let's put your question in the chat, and we'll go on to the phenomenal 4851. And your question is, will I be in love with the girl I really like? Oh, okay. Okay, so you like this girl and you're wanting to know if it's going to bloom into into love, right? Let's use the why can't I remember anything? It's weird. Let me look. Oh, Elizabeth knows the name of this deck. Lucid Minds. Okay, Elizabeth has this deck. This is a cool deck. I mean, check this out. This is like a cool photography deck. And it's all done in the desert. Ooh, look at that. Wow. Oh, look at that. I love skulls. 5 of Swords. Okay. All right. So, I'm going to use this deck for you. The Phenomenal Lucid Minds Tarot. Elizabeth, I don't think I've used this deck since you've given it back to me because they're all in order. I mean, they're all upright. Can you believe that? Tisk tisk. This is a cool deck. I like this deck a lot. I'm glad I'm using it. Okay. The Phenomenal. Will I be in love with this girl that I really like? That's such a sweet question. All right. Now I'm shuffling in those reversals. All right, Phenomenal. That's a cool name, by the way. The Phenomenal. That reminds me of this song by, not the Toadies. It's called Phenomenon. Oh, gosh, I can't remember who it's by. It'll come to me. It will come to me. I don't think they put out an album in a while. All right. All right. The Phenomenon. Okay. Okay. So, the Phenomenal. The very first card I pulled for you is the Chariot, and the Chariot is in reverse. So, and this card is about bringing two opposite energies together, getting them to work in a synergistic manner, and getting things to move forward. So, this is weird because you have the Four of Wands, which is like that happiness card, the card of coming together. That's the threshold. But you also have the Three of Swords, which is known as the heartbreak card. So you see that this card, it's in the shape of a heart, but it's breaking down. So you have happiness, but then you have heartbreak right next to each other. And up top, you have the card of bringing two opposite things together in reverse. So that's very interesting. And then down below, you have the King of Cups, which is a wonderful card, by the way, because it's air of water. And then you have the Five of Pentacles in reverse and the World in reverse. So what I see here for you is that with this particular person, I don't really see that it's going to move because I feel like you want it to move, but it's going to get stuck for some reason. Like the energy has the potential to be there, but because we have this Chariot up top in reverse, it's like the energy is stagnant. Like it doesn't want to move. Then we've got the World at the bottom and the King of Cups. Now, what I do see here for you, phenomenal, phenomenal, is that you're a very caring person and you have a lot to offer. But either either you're not going to you're not going to have the time or the resources to put whatever it needs to go into this relationship. um or it's just not going to go anywhere because the other party is not going to put it in. Like I see that it has the potential, but for some reason that it's just it's on hold. It's like a stagnant energy. And with the world being in reverse, this is like this is a card of achievement, of everything coming together and everything going in, everything that you've learned and done together. You guys are going into it as a new couple, learning things, right? And being able to live and be this couple, this new energy in this new world. And with it being in reverse, I don't really see that that's happening. We've got this Five of Pentacles here, and this card is a card of like physical strife, right? It's kind of a card of not having all of your resources. So what I'm seeing here for you two, in general, the energy that is coming out now is that I don't really see that it's going to be going anywhere. But I do like that there is this King of Cups here, which I feel that um, this might be your energy, that you have a lot to offer to this relationship. And maybe you just need to find a a different way to approach it, right? A different way to look at it. So, because the King of Cups, he's air of water, and air energy is logical, understanding, able to make decisions, take in all the information, and plan, right? That's the air energy. Then we have the cups, which is emotions, but we often forget that emotions is also communication as well. It's being able to express your soul. It's your soul's language, right? You can often, say things that aren't true. And you can tell people that, oh yeah, I'm having a nice day, which internally you're not, right? But with your emotions, you know your emotions. You see your emotions, you feel them, and you know what those emotions are, right? You can't hide those emotions from yourself. So what the King of Cups does is he takes the logical side of emotions and he is able to express them, to understand them, and to express them as they surface, as they come to the top, so he's kind of like the guy that wears his heart on his sleeve in a way. So all that to say is, right now with her, it seems like it's just a little stagnant. So, but with your King of Cups energy, maybe you can put a little oomph into it, okay? Now, when I do these readings, it's a reading on the energy as it is presented at this moment. But as things happen, as life goes on, things change, circumstances change, you experience new things, thereby developing new feelings and new emotions and stuff like that. You have the potential to change it. So the world is yours, and you can do whatever it is that you want. That is one thing I have come to believe. All right. So let me know how that worked for you, the phenomenal. All right. Oh gosh, all these people are gone. Okay. Abraham, Abe, Hirami. Oh, Abhirami. Did I say that right? Abhirami? You are welcome, phenomenal. I hope you come back and let us know how it works out. Yeah. Yes, thank you for your well wishes. Okay. All right. Let me catch up. I'm just catching up in chat. Okay. Hey, cowgirl. King of the rodeo. Yeah, I went to the Toadies concert. I got 2 t-shirts actually. This one was really cool. I couldn't pass this one up. And then I had to get the concert, like the name of the concert t-shirt with, you know, the tour dates on the back. So my husband and I flew out to Oklahoma City. We stayed the weekend, went to the concert, and then flew home. We were like, should we drive? Because it's not too far. I'm in Texas, but like Texas is huge. We're in South Texas. So it was too far just to drive. Oh, thank you. What a nice compliment. All right. Let's see. Oh, Rumi. Okay, Elizabeth put you on the list. Thank you for subscribing, Keith. You are so cool. I hope to see you next week. Yeah, let us know how it works. And phenomenal. You let us know how the reading works for you. Hi, Abrahami. Okay, Abhirami. Abhirami. Yes. Okay. Is that right, Abhirami? All right, let's see. How will be my future spouse? Okay, so you want to know what your future spouse is going to be like? Is that how you want Abhirami? Let's use... You're welcome. Peculiar Pathways Tarot. Where did that one go? Oh, it's right there. Okay. So you want to know about your future wife, right, Abhirami? Abhirami wants to know about his future wife. Okay. These linen cardstocks, I love the way they sound. Oh, future husband. Okay. Am I saying your name right? Abhirami? I hope so. Abhirami wants to know about their future husband. Oh, good. Oh, and I can see your little picture. You're pretty. I guess I didn't even notice that. I don't know why I thought that was a male name. I think because I was thinking of Abraham, and I was saying Abraham in the beginning. All right, future husband. What is the future husband gonna be like? Okay, future husband for Abhirami. 3 of coins, the star in reverse, 7 of swords, wheel of fortune, temperance, and the 9 of coins in reverse. And we've got the 3 of cups. Wow. Okay. Let me pull an oracle card to help me here. Future husband for Abhirami. Do you have a love interest in mind right now, Abhirami? Is there somebody who you're kind of working with or trying to get to know? No? Okay. So this is all future. All right. Oh gosh, that's didn't happen. Oh. Let me read what this means. Let me go to the table of contents because that was easier. Let me see. Oh. I was like, this one's not in the book. Okay. So this one's a little bit hard because, you know, you're asking about your future husband and you don't have anybody in mind. So the reason why I wanted to pull an oracle card is because the Seven of Swords came up for you, and this card is the card of like secrets and things aren't as they seem, right? We do have the Star in reverse, which is a major arcana, but we have the Three of Coins as well. And so the Three of Coins is a card of collaboration. And you also have the Three of Cups at the bottom of the deck. And at the bottom of the Oracle deck, you have the Warrior card. So when I pulled, the card I pulled for the Oracle is Vexation. So this is like heaviness, anxiety, and uncertainty. So the Oracle card kind of goes along with what the tarot cards are saying. And so what I see is we have two threes here, which is good because I feel like this relationship, your future husband relationship, is going to be one where there's going to be collaboration. It has the potential to be, you know, happiness. This is like a joyous card. This is people coming together. Perhaps there's going to be a big friend group. But what really worries me is the Seven of Swords that we have up here, and Temperance. We also have Temperance, and those two to me, like Temperance needs to bring balance in something. And so what I see here is that there's the potential for you guys to have a really good relationship, to have good things coming. We have the Wheel of Fortune, which this doesn't necessarily mean good luck and fortune, but it just means that there is always energy is always shifting. Things are constantly changing, right? Um, and so what I see here is there's just going to be a lot of things that you're going to have to deal with, right? There's just going to be a lot of going on, um, kind of keeping on top of him, and just being aware of what is going on, because I feel like the overall feeling is that he kind of is going to be someone who kind of needs a babysitter in a way, right? Almost like maybe he may not be able to control impulses, or um, you know, vexation is the anxiety card, and to me that sounds like that you're just going to have to be worried about him all the time. But what I do like is at the bottom of the deck we have the Warrior card, and this is you being that person who can keep all of this under control, right? You'll be that person who that strength, that inner fortitude, that inner that gusto that's needed, that needs to when you have to control someone, right? And I'm not saying that in a way of like controlling him and telling him what to do, but more so he may not have all of um the social tools, the life skills that are needed, and he's going to rely on you to kind of be his guide, right? And we do have the Nine of Coins at the bottom of the bottom of the reading, and it's in reverse. So what I feel is that that along with the Wheel of Fortune and the Temperance, you're just going to have to keep watch on everything, right? You're going to have to keep watch on him and just like I said, like a babysitter. But the Three of Coins and the Three of Cups, I feel like you guys are going to be a good relationship. And even though you have to kind of keep an eye on him, he's going to bring other things to the table in which you guys will ultimately, that's what's going to attract you to him. And with any kind of relationship, you got to take the good with the bad, and especially marriages, you've got to, there's always, people leaving their socks around or people passing gas all the time, it's just like, oh my God. But there's other things that allow them to, that sort of erase that. You can look past the leaving the socks everywhere because he turns your car on in the morning, right? He warms your car up on cold mornings, or he always takes out the trash, or he always asks you if you need something from the store on his way home. Those little things make up for the bad things, right? And that's what Temperance is saying here too, as well as kind of keep things even, and keep it in equality. And excuse me. Ooh, excuse me. Let me grab something to drink. And just keep with that equilibrium, right? So I hope that helps. If you have any questions, let me know. That was a difficult reading. That was a hard one. And it's like I saw the Seven of Swords, and I'm like, oh. And so, I mean, he could, I don't know, like the Seven of Swords is that card where you just gotta, I mean, if you look at the art in this card, you kind of gotta know what's behind the gate, right? What these birds are holding. They're holding that eyeball, which needs to see behind the gate. So just be aware, right? Just things aren't going to be as they seem. I hope that helps. All right, let me catch up in chat. Hello, Tara Sams. Hello, Divinity. Yes, no, you can ask a question. Elizabeth will put you on the list. She's my Vanna White tonight. Okay. Oh, okay. I didn't see this, Abraham. Aubrey. Harami. Now I forgot how to say it. You have a past breakup. Okay. So you're looking for a new person. Okay. Oh, can y'all hear my dogs? My husband's home. He played hockey tonight. Leaving the toilet seat up. Oh, I'm pretty good at catching it, though. Like, oh, the toilet seat up. Elizabeth, listing all the bad stuff. Yes, right? Yeah. Oh, hey, Christine Fryer. Welcome in. Welcome in. Who's next now? Hi, Nan. Elizabeth has a list. All right. Oh, Victor's still here. Thank you for hanging out, Victor. Oh, you want to know his character and profession. So, I don't know. I mean, I kind of felt like what was happening with him, Abraham Harami, was that things just aren't as they seem. So I don't know, maybe he's going to be a magician, or maybe he's an actor or something like that, right? Let's see. Hello, Chatanja. Oh, that's a cool name. Chatanja. I'm doing great, Nan. How are you? How is Katanja doing? That is such a cool name. I like that. Okay, so I have come to the beginning. All right. All right, so Elizabeth's got you guys on the list. Katanja, I'm doing tarot readings. Elizabeth has a list going, and I see it right here. And I am now on Shruti B. Haliroa, 8866. Shruti B. Haliroa. All right. And thank you for subscribing, Abrahami. Okay, so Shruti, I'm just going to call you Shruti 8866. My question is, currently me and my partner broken up. Will we get back together, and also will we get married? Aw, why'd y'all break up? That's sad. Okay, for that, we're going to use the Guiding Light Tarot by Victoria Iva. We've got this shiny side. All right. Shruti, why'd you guys break up? Hello, Chosen One. What a cool name. All right, so I'm reading for Shruti. And Shruti wants to know about their partner because they broke up, and Shruti wants to know if they're going to get back together and if they're going to get married. Okay, well, let's just see if you guys are going to get back together first. All right, Shruti gonna get back together. I mean, if you guys are breaking up, it's probably, I don't know, not a good sign that you guys are going to get married. Unless that's just how y'all do it. You're like, you guys get in a fight and you're like, I'm breaking up with you. Like, we need to break up. And then y'all get back together like the next day. And then it was just, that's just part of the fight, right? Y'all go all the way to the extreme and then you come back to the other side. You know, some couples are like that. Before, when me and my husband first met, him and his girlfriend, they were fighting all the time and they would always break up. But they were together and broken up. Like, they did that like for 3 years straight. And that was just their pattern. That was just how they did it. So, but like, if you get married, getting divorced is a lot more than just breaking up. So it's not like you can get married, get divorced, and then get married again and then get divorced. Well, I guess you could, but that's expensive. All right, let's see. Shruti 8866. Gonna get married. I mean, get back together. Okay, Knight of Wands, King of Cups, Seven of Wands, Temperance, and the King of Wands. Wow. Okay, so we've got the Three of Pentacles. This is such a cool deck. So I'm answering the question if you guys are going to get back together. So I see that there is just a lot with this relationship. There's just, I mean, you have the Three of Pentacles, okay? And so this is just like the reading before, Abrahami's. She had the Three of Pentacles as well, and that's like a collaboration card. So you guys do have some kind of connection. You guys work well together in some aspects. But we've got the Ten of Pentacles in reverse and the Knight of Wands in reverse. So I feel like right now, there's uncertainty in what y'all's future is going to be. We have the Knight of Wands in reverse, and that often is like an impulsive kind of knight, somebody who kind of, you know, there's lots of passion and stuff, and with it being coupled with the Ten of Pentacles right by the Three of Pentacles, I feel that at the moment, you guys kind of need a break from each other because there's just a lot going on. It's very it's like a fiery and engulfed relationship. You know, you guys are very vested in each other and you guys are very passionate with one another. But at the bottom row, we've got the Knight of Cups in reverse. We've got the Seven of Wands and the Temperance card, which is also in reverse. Check out the Seven of Wands card. This dude is totally cool. And so what I see here is I think you guys need to take a bit of a break. Knight of Cups in reverse and the Seven of Wands. You know, the Seven of Wands is a card of like defense and kind of just being ready for the fight. But we've got Temperance in reverse and the Knight of Cups, and I feel like you guys need to take a break right now and really kind of get your bearings a little bit, like understand each other a little bit more. And in order to do that, I think y'all need to kind of separate and understand yourselves a little bit more. That way you can come together in a different kind of way, because the way the relationship is right now, I don't see that that it has longevity. I feel like it has potential and there's lots of passion and you guys are intertwined with one another, but there's just the current energies right now don't really say that you guys should get back together at this moment. So I hope that answers your question. And if y'all get married, I think that should be a question that should be asked after you guys take a little bit of a break. Okay, take a little bit of a breather, kind of regroup on your own, learn a little bit about yourself, maybe do a little bit of, you know, inner healing, inner work, kind of figure out what makes you tick, so that the current relationship isn't so volatile. Um, that it isn't so what it is right now, if that makes sense. So let me know what you think, Shruti. Shruti 8866. Oh yeah, misunderstandings and ego. Yeah. Yeah. And so perhaps learning to communicate a little bit better, you know, and understanding your emotions as well, and being able to communicate that on a level, I want to say professional level, but that's not, but on a level of maturity, right? Like somebody pisses you off, you can't go in there and start, you know, throwing stuff and cussing them out, right? You need to say, well, hey, you know, that really upset me. I don't like it, you know, when you do this and that because, and you know, that person should say like, okay, you know, I'll stop doing that. I don't want to accept upset you, and then, you know, go from there in a calm way. So, but when you're working from misunderstandings and not understanding your own feelings, you know, it's just like two lids just flipping all the time, and it can get volatile. So, chosen one. All right. I hope that helps. Chatanga. Chatanja. All right. Let's see. We always go to the extreme and we lack communication. Yeah, there's got to be some growth in which, you know, you don't go to the extreme because, I mean, obviously you two have some sort of connection. And since you know each other so well, you know how to hit the buttons. And then hitting the buttons, it's kind of like you make the other one, it makes you feel good to hit their buttons. You know what I mean? It makes you feel, you're like, yeah, I'm hitting your buttons. You piss me off. Now I'm going to piss you off. So, but that's not how it should work. So working on that, communicating with yourself, understanding yourself a little bit better, and then coming together and working on that. And sometimes it takes one person to do the work on themselves to show the other one how to do it, right? that's kind of what happened with me and my husband. Is I started to grow emotionally, spiritually. Like I went through the dark night of the soul, as they like to call it, and I changed, and he noticed that, and I kind of helped him. I helped him see things, and I still do to this day. He'll ask me some questions, how I feel about things, and we're not perfect, but it was me who started the whole, who kind of got the ball rolling as far as us doing the inner work and all of that stuff. And my therapist always says that you attract somebody who presses your buttons because they're meant to help you heal. Okay? They're meant, you choose that person because they press your buttons, and they're supposed to have the compassion within themselves to, when they press the button, to take a step back and say, whoa, I triggered her. I love her, so I'm not going to press this button again. And to have that open communication in which you two can work in healing one another in that type of way. So and that makes sense to me. And when my therapist said that, at first I was like, that's so stupid. But I really grew to understand and agree with that. And I still agree with it. So yay. I'm not a therapist, by the way. I'm not a licensed psychologist either. Oh, thank you for subscribing, Chosen One. You're amazing. Okay, let's see. Let's see who's next. Let's see. Oh, okay. Yeah, let's go ahead and stop taking names. I dropped my mouse. Oh, let's stop. We're gonna have to cut it off because I've got to make some rice. I made some chicken, and I got to go downstairs and make some rice. All right, and I'm making some Mexican rice. So good. All right, so we're cutting readings off for the night, and but well, I don't come on regularly, so you're gonna have to subscribe and do the little dingy so that when I do come on, you'll be notified. But I try to come on Sunday nights because that's kind of my free time, my alone time. And also Elizabeth does readings on her channel, and she reads every Friday night, and sometimes I join her. So if you need a reading on a regular basis, Elizabeth, can you put your thing in the chat so everybody can, Elizabeth is regular. I'm irregular. But she's a great reader too. She's amazing. Okay, so 11:11. Is there a close meeting and a future love relationship between Ahmed, who is Capricorn, and Nada, who is Cancer? Okay. Oh, cool. A future love relationship. And those two are on the separate zodiac wheels, and so they're opposing energies, which is generally pretty good because they're like opposites, and opposites attract and all of that stuff. So just by those zodiac signs, that seems like a good connection just based on that. Cancer loves the love and attention. 11:11, are you still here? Let me just make sure. Yes, you're still here. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, and Cancer loves that love and attention. They love to be nurtured. And Capricorn, though they are an earth sign, they are pretty sensitive. They're sensitive. Their sign is a sea goat, which is half Capricorn, half fish, right? So they're very emotional. But they are very grounded as well, and the grounding helps the Cancer out. And then the emotional side of Cancer helps the Capricorn out. So it's a very good match, I would say. Okay, so for this, I'm going to use my Phantom Tarot for you, 11:11. All right. Yes, Elizabeth put, hey, Millie. I saw Christine said hi. Oh, I see you saying hi, Millie. How are you doing, Millie? Okay, good. Thank you for supporting, Millie. Yeah, I'm about to make some food too. I put some stuff in the pressure cooker, and now I've got to make some rice in just a minute here. So thank you for your support, Millie. You're so cool. All right, so this is 11:11. Is there a close meeting in a future relationship between Ahmed and Nada? Is there a close meeting in a future relationship between Ahmed and Nada? I tell you, these love readings are they're a lot more difficult. So when I do videos, I read on like deep energies, like shadow work and inner healing and stuff like that. All right, Capricorn and Cancer, Nada and Ahmed. All right, we've got the Six of Wands in reverse, the Four of Wands in reverse, the Nine of Swords in reverse, the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, and we have the Lovers and the Hierophant in reverse with an ace. Lots of reversals for this one, 11:11. Oh, can you hear my dog? That's my daughter's dog. I have cats. Okay, so let me pull an oracle card really quick. So for this one, we do have the Lovers, which is good because this is a love reading and this is a connection. So, but what worries me here is that we have so many reversals, right? For Ahmed and Nada. Okay. And so I feel like there is a connection for the two. But with all of these reversals, I feel like there's just something that's missing. Let me see here. We've got the Gardener. Oh, look at this pretty card. I like that. This deck is very avian. So let me see what this says about the Gardener. Wouldn't it be cool if I could memorize all the meanings of all of my oracle decks? That would be great. That's not even a page. Let's see. Oh, it's 79. So this is Taurus Earth. Themself, the embodiment of abundance. The gardener is at work cultivating and caring for the seeds of life. The gardener appreciates healthy soil because they know that from a good foundation anything can be grown. In this way, they lead a quiet revolution. They value diversity, education, kinship, and reciprocity. As a natural giver, the gardener can sometimes struggle with saying no. Okay, so that kind of gives a little bit of light on here. So, like I said, you have the Lovers card, or they have the Lovers card, Ahmed and Nada. So there is a connection. Now, with all of these reversals, I think the Gardener Oracle card explains it because I feel like the gardener is the nurturer, the caretaker. So because we have all of these reversals, everything's in reverse except for the Lovers, by the way. There's going to be a lot of work that's going to be put in this relationship by one person. And it's almost like this one person is here to save this other person. Like what I was just saying before about how sometimes someone in the relationship is a little bit more emotionally mature than the other one, and so they kind of help the other one grow. So I don't know which one it is, Nada or Ahmed, who is going to be the more mature one, but that person is going to have to be the gardener in a way, in that they are going to have to lay the foundation. They're going to have to fertilize the soil. They're going to be the one who's going to, sometimes have to swallow the pride and be like, oh, okay, you might be wrong, but, kind of one person is going to be the director of the relationship. We have the Six of Wands, the Four of Wands, and the Nine of Swords up here. So I feel like there's going to be times where it's going to be maybe a little bit overwhelming. And it might be, times where you feel like you're not really getting somewhere, Ahmed or Nada. But, these energies, though they are in reverse, it doesn't mean that these energies are not there and that these energies can't be turned around. So we do have an ace, which is always good, right? The ace is that seed of the particular suit. So you have the Ace of Pentacles. And what this means is that there's going to, not right now, but there's it's a possibility for this seed to grow into something beautiful. I mean, you have the Four of Wands and the Six of Wands here. And this is the card, if we look at it upright, this couple is happy going across this threshold, and they're so much in love, right? But with they're just because they're in reverse right now doesn't mean that this energy can't be turned around in a way. And I think that's what the role of the gardener is they're going to have to do a lot of the initiating work, the leg work to keep the garden fertilized and growing well. And we do have the Hierophant, which is also in reverse, and that's also telling me that there is teaching and learning opportunities that are present here. So overall, I do feel there is a connection between those two because of the Lover's card, but it's just going to be a lot more work than it's going to be a lot of work to get the garden to grow. So I hope that helps you, 1111. And let me know what you think. And if that makes sense for you. Bye, Millie. Take care. Thank you for coming in, Millie. Millie de Prida. I don't speak Spanish well. My tongue doesn't move in that way to be a good Spanish speaker. Okay, let me know what you think. 1111. Oh, I see your stars and your kisses. Thank you. Chosen one. You're on the list, chosen one. We need your question, chosen one. Put it in the list if you haven't already. Put it in the chat. So the next person I have is Tara Sams, 743. Aries here. What my finances look like? Thank you. All right. Oh, cool. I'm glad that resonated. Sometimes when I give these love readings, it's like it doesn't always look good and I feel bad. I'm just like, okay, finances. We'll use the Deleted World Tarot. This is kind of an odd deck, but it's been on my desk for a while and I've been using it. They just have the suits renamed, but I think I'm kind of comfortable with it. I'm gonna get the book really quick just in case I need to, because all the suits are renamed. Even the courts are renamed. But it's such a cool deck. It is such a cool deck. All right, what do the finances look like for the Aries Tara Sams? Oh, let me see. Wonderful reading. You're welcome. To clear the misunderstanding, should Monarch reach out to Manaki, or does Manaki need to make the first move? Are you on the list, man? Oh, okay. I see you. Oh, man is next. Oh, okay. Okay, I'm sorry, Tara Sams. I need to read Nan. Nann F6Q. 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 All right, so I'm sorry. Nan is next. Tara Sams, let me put your cards to the side. To clear the run, should Monount free to Nanak, or does Nanak need to make the first move? Okay, so for you, I'm going to use the Guiding Light Tarot. Yes, the Guiding Light Tarot by Victoria Iva. Nan. I'm sorry, Nan. Okay. Oh, Tara Sams, where'd you go? All right, Tara Sams. We'll skip you for a moment. And we're going to work on Nan F6Q. All right. To clear the misunderstanding, should Moynak reach out to Nanaki? All right. To clear the misunderstanding, should Moynak reach out to Nanaki? Okay. So this is for Nanaki. So should Nanaki reach out to Moynak? Okay. Got it. Should Nanaki reach out to Moynak? Nanaki reach out to Moynak. Okay. Should Nanaki reach out to Moynak? These are some cool names, man. Tanja, you are next. All right, Nanaki. We need to know if you need to reach out to Moynak. Okay. Should Nanaki reach out to Moynak? Okay, so for you, let's see. We got the Five of Pentacles up at the top. So you got a lot of reversals too, Nanaki. You got two major arcana. And your upright card, we have the Six of Wands. And we do have the King of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So, the Six of Wands is thought of to be like the victory card, you know, coming home after the war and everybody's cheering you on. So, but as far as you reaching out to them, let me pull an oracle here. Because it looks like that's kind of what you do. We've got the Eight of Pentacles in reverse and the Nine of Wands in reverse. So it's looking like that's kind of what you do. And it's kind of a lot, right? The Nine of Wands is the card of being tired, you know. Like on the last leg, really. And the Eight of Pentacles is also repetitive work, and it seems like that might be y'all's cycle, is that something happens and you have to be the one to reach out. With the Five of Pentacles being in reverse at the top, you know, I feel like that's kind of weighing on you, and perhaps, you know, you're tired of doing this. We've got the Moon in reverse and the Star in reverse, and you know, usually the Moon is about hidden things and cycles and stuff like that, but I feel that you kind of know this cycle already, and really you're kind of, you know, with the Star being in reverse. So we got passage for you. Here's your oracle card. Let me see what passage is. Where's my book? A, B, C, D, F, G, P, Q, R, S. Okay. turning points, acceptance, and change. A quizzical card. Two birds look towards a future with an uncertain timeline. Let me show you this. Or is it the past? Either way, there is a call to trust a process and approach what might be a new chapter or transition with ease. That is not to call to be overly passive, but rather one to have wisdom to know when the best way forward is to stay or go. So this is actually calling on you to use your intuition. And so what I see here is that this might be a repetitive cycle, and it looks like you're a little bit tired of doing this. With the star being in reverse, I feel like this is something that that you don't really like to do. This is not what you like signed up for, right? And and really what I see here, I've got the Six of Wands and you have the King of Cups at the bottom of the deck. I feel like you, Nanaki, right? I feel like you uh are the person who always reaches out, and you know your feelings and you know how to communicate well, right? And I feel this other person might be a little bit of a little bit less mature, and doesn't, you guys keep going through the same cycle, right? It's not like this other person is learning, and it's always you who has to do the legwork. And so what I see here is that if you want to continue this cycle, then yes, you're going to have to reach out to that person. But this is just a cycle that's going to keep repeating. And what this oracle card is telling you is like you have to make the decision if you want to stay in this continuous energy. Like, do you want to be here? Do you want to keep working this energy? Or do you want to move on to something else? Do you want to pass this? Or do you want to keep working with what you got? Another alternative would be to maybe try to talk to this person and say, hey, why am I always reaching out? Why don't you, why can't you reach out? You know, why do I always have to do this? Do you not love me or something? You know? Oh, call you Lopa. Hello. So, so let me know how that feels, how that resonates with you, and maybe try something different, right? Maybe instead of you reaching out, why don't you just wait to see if he does, and or she, and if that person doesn't, then you know, either you've kind of set yourself free in a way, because this looks like a repetitive cycle that you don't want to be in anymore. All right, so the last one, Chatanja. All right, I love that name. Where are you from, Chatanja? Am I saying it right? Your name? People have a hard time saying my name, which is weird because I think my name is phonetically correct. Like it looks like it's Desiree. Oh, good. I'm glad that resonated with you, Nan. So lots of love to you too. Oh, you're from Belgium. Oh, cool. Okay, that's awesome. All right. Yeah, I hope it works out for you, Nan. You know. All right. Is Lana Paria coming to Comic-Con Brussels in May? Oh, Comic-Con. And will I get to meet her again? If so, will it be 1 day or the 2 days? Oh, that's a lot. Okay. Where is Lana from? Okay. Hi, Miguel. Wow, what a long name. Hello. Soy Miguel. Oh, nice to meet you, Miguel. Thank you so much for your kind words. You are from Colombia. Ooh, Colombiano. I'm from Texas. All right. Oh, thank you for subscribing, Miguel. Yeah, so I did. Oh, hi, Trista. Welcome in, Trista. Welcome in. She's from LA, but born in Brooklyn. Okay. All right. And you're in Brussels. Okay, no, wait. You're from Belgium. I think Belgium is in Brussels, right? Okay. All right. So let's see. Will she come? Okay, so how about if we just read if Lana is going to come in, if you will see Lana in May. Okay, let's just read that. Let's use the Peculiar Pathways Tarot. Because let's see if she's making a path to Brussels. Okay. You failed that class. We didn't even have a geography class. I don't even know how, what I don't think we had geography in school. Like maybe it was bundled in with history or something. Okay. We'll Tanja see Lana in May. All right, let me do this again. Tanja. Ooh, Brussels. My husband makes Belgian waffles. Okay. And every time his waffle maker breaks, we get him a new one, either for Father's Day or Christmas or his birthday. Okay. All right. Let's see. I think he likes it. Okay. Whoa. All right. Chatanja, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of 6 swords cards. And you got 1 major arcana, and it's upright, and it's the Hanged Man. Okay. So if you want to know if she's coming to Brussels, yes or no questions are so hard. So I can't really tell if it's a yes or a no, but because we have the Hanged Man, I feel like this whole situation with Lana needs to be looked at in a different way. So we have the 5 of Swords, the King of Swords, and the 8 of Swords, right? And then we have the Page of Swords and the 4 of Swords. And the Page and the 5 are the only 2 that are upright. So the 5 of Swords was the first card that I drew. And when I saw that, I feel like the answer for that would be a no, as of right now, right? You even have a 5 of Wands at the bottom of the deck, which is another 5. So I feel like there's just a little bit uncertainty right now whether or not she's coming. 8 of Swords, with all this swords energy, and you know, we've got upright and reverse. In general, it seems like there's just a lot of uncertainty as to whether or not it's a good idea to go for her. We do have the Page of Swords upright, which is good because pages are exploring. Like they like to go, they like to learn new things, experience different things. They're earth of air. They like the information, they like to be in different places, you know. But so I feel like that is a nod, like that is like a tally mark in that she is going to go. But I still, overall, I feel that there is just a lot of uncertainty as to whether or not that she will go. With the Hanged Man, I feel, I think that maybe there needs to be a shift in focus. Maybe I don't know. I don't know if you're really focused on her coming up there because she's like a love interest, or if maybe you guys had some kind of, I don't know, collaboration going on. But the Hanged Man really is saying to shift the perspective, that whatever the circumstances are about her going up there, that needs to be shifted. So um, I hope that makes sense. But like I said, I don't see a hard yes, a hard no. I see some uncertainty. Um, and yeah, yeah, that's all. That's what I have for you, Shatanja. Um, Let me know how you feel about that. Oh, hi, Lakeside Laura. Hmm. Oh, you're driving. Okay, drive safely. We're about to close up here because I need to make some rice. What time is it? It's 8 o'clock. Oh, it's so late to be eating for me. Okay. Yay, thanks for coming in, Laura, and drive safely. Yep. That's like telling a Frenchman that your husband makes French fries. well, well, I'm trying to connect here, you know. Belgium. We like Belgian waffles. I love French fries, by the way. Okay. Yeah, these are crazy. Oh, you had a feeling about this. Yeah. Yeah, you know, sometimes your intuition is right. We just need to learn to trust it a little bit more. Um, she's a famous actress and sometimes cancels fan conventions because of scheduling issues for different roles. Oh, okay. Yeah. I've never heard of Lana Paria. 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 Okay, and you wanted to see her again. Okay. Yeah. Oh, you read crystals? Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's awesome. Okay. All right, well, Chatanja, maybe she'll change. It's just uncertain, you know, so maybe she'll change her mind and, you know, you'll get to see her again. So, okay, everybody, thank you all for hanging out, and thank you for my moderator extraordinaire, my Vanna White, my bestie, Elizabeth at the More Intuitive Me. Um, yeah, remember to subscribe because I'm not a very regular poster, or I don't come live very regular, but when I do, I try to come live on Sunday. And I also sometimes read with Elizabeth. She has a wonderful tarot reading channel, and she is a regular reader on Friday nights. So if you want a regular reading, check out her. Elizabeth, post your link again. I'm sending people over to you. Yeah, post your link because she's an amazing reader too. And sometimes I come on her channel and I read with her as well. So everybody have a wonderful night, and thank you everybody for coming in. Thank you, Trista. Thank you, Laura. Thank you, Elizabeth, of course. And thank you, Chachanja, and everybody else who came in. You guys have a wonderful night, and I will see y'all next time. Take care. All these questions.